The issue of a woman as a governor, I think, is even what pulled our people to elect a woman, because this is the first time that we're having a woman contesting for a governorship, especially in the northern part of this country. So everybody is willing to see a woman becoming a governor in the northern part of this country. So the issue of woman, if you look at it, in the past, the performance of the opposition party in Taraba State was very, very, very sluggish. But this time around, you discover that the opposition party is very strong because a woman is coming up and everybody is willing to see a woman becoming a governor, especially the phobia that people have in the northern part of this country, that a woman cannot be a governor, and some people were campaigning, some people are bringing religious and other societal norms so that they can prevent a woman from contesting the governorship. But this time around, everybody comes out, irrespective of tribe, religion, and region. Everybody's coming out to support a woman. So I don't think the issue of women will cause any problem.
Has anything to do with it? Okay. Now, the supplementary elections scheduled for the 25th, what are your expectations?
You see, first of all, the rescheduled elections that is coming up. First of all, the INEC, because we observe a lot of things happening with INEC officials in the last election, starting from the presidential and the gubernatorial election. A lot of things happened, and personally, I went to see the REC himself and others, allied staff. We complain on so many things that are going on wrong, which are not in conformity with the electoral guidelines, and we feel that this thing must be corrected before the elections. So we went personally to see the REC. We wrote a complaint verbally, written complaints, but all those complaints were kept aside, and all results that were coming were collected by the INEC. So we keep on wondering, if we're talking about rescheduling elections, then there will be a total overhaul from the INEC. Let them understand that people have complained earlier, and then see the security that have participated during the election, and then who deprive, de-enfranchise our electorate from voting, should be called to order, and then effective mobilization be done. Then we can accept any rerun elections. But without that, I am telling you, we're still going back to the same scenario, which we will not accept.
Alhaji Hassan, your party has accused the PDP of a whole long list of misdemeanors. Are you saying that your party was clean as a whistle?
You see, what we are talking about, APC believe in one man, one vote. And when you look at where you have an election in a clean slate, if you look at Jalingo, you look at Gasso local government, you look at Gashaka local government, and other local governments around, you find out that the operation was very clean, and you can see the landslide victory that we had over PDP. We have campaigned. But what we are saying from the beginning, all that we are saying, the PDP, before now, they were saying that they wouldn't like to use the card reader. In fact, we have reported cases whereby they don't want to use the card reader because they believe in rigging, and even if you voted them or you don't vote them, they will definitely win elections. So we don't really understand what they mean by they are going to win elections if they have not been voted, because we believe in our people. We believe that people are responsible to elect their leaders. But we start asking questions, what is the magic that PDP are saying that if they cannot be voted into power, they will still cleanse the leadership of this state? What is the rationale behind that? So we could not get any answer up till today, but we have seen it practically what they are doing during the elections, snatching of the result sheet, then Tom Prentice stuffing a season of ballot papers, ballot boxes, and stuffing them. This is what exactly they are doing, and this is what has been practiced in Taraba State.
Are you not being prejudiced by saying that the elections were peaceful, free, and fair only in areas where APC won? Are you not being prejudiced?
No. We're not threatened by anything, provided that the security will live up to expectation and INEC will also live up to expectation. We're not threatened by anybody, because we believe that we have the people are there, they are ready to vote, and we know that our candidate will definitely win. Because before we go on into any rerun election, all those areas that we complained of earlier must be cancelled because they did not follow the guidelines. It must be cancelled.
Okay, one of those that was cancelled, Donga local government area with 165 polling units. And according to the INEC report, just about 5 or so polling units had issues, but 165 polling units were cancelled. Do you think that is right?
You see, the real thing that happened in Donga had 165 polling units with 10 votes. Across, if you look at it, all the results were doctored. And even the electoral officer of Donga local government confirmed that it's marked with series of irregularities across the local government. But if you compare to what happened in Wukari local government, Wukari is even worse than Donga. We expect that Donga, Wukari, Takum, Kurmi, Zing, Yoro, all these local governments should be cancelled automatically. Then a fresh election will be conducted. In Sardauna, that's exactly what happened in Bangwa constituency. The results were being doctored, results were being seized from the returning officers, our agent beaten, chased away. So we wouldn't allow that to happen. If really we want to have a credible election, such measures must be taken.
Did you say the returning officer in Sardauna was beaten up and results were seized?
The returning officer from Bamga, because you know we have 3 constituencies in Sabah local government. We have Bamga constituency, we have Gembu constituency, and Ngoroje constituency. The one of Bamga constituency is what created the crisis in Sabah local government. Right now they are in curfew in Sabah local because the serving member there decided to to use talks and security to change the result. And that is what brought about the crisis in Sabah local government. And the result was doctored.
But the guest in the studio here says, alleged that it was your party that wanted to capture that result from the returning officer.
It is not true. If you look at it, they were there, all the stalwart, the PDP stalwart from Sadar local government were in Banga, and they were the ones who seized the result because our candidate won with a landslide victory over the serving member, but yet they refused to allow that result to be announced. They forced the returning officer to announce the result in Banga, which is not true.
Okay, let's get their response here as we wind down. We're winding down, so your response real quick so that he can respond and we'll go.
All right, I think there's a pattern that you actually even noted. I mean, the APC chairman thinks that elections that were in their favor were good, were fantastic, and then elections that were in the favor of the PDP candidate have problems. Now that's a systemic problem. That's an ingrained problem with the opposition, never accepting that when the PDP wins an election, it's done. But the beauty of all this, beyond all this, is the issue of the returning officers. And the system was clear enough.
Okay,
a situation where the returning officer...
So what do you expect on April 25th?
Well, we've been asked to go for a rerun. We are not even complaining again. Initially, we never liked it. We said, what is the meaning of all that? Especially the desired cancellation in Donga. But we've taken that in our stride. And we've said, okay, we're law-abiding people. Let's go for these elections. The APC is coming up again and saying, no, well, it's not even what we're cancelled at the collection center that we're talking about. We want everything cancelled. And we're like, what's wrong with you? Because let me tell you, Taraba is essentially a PDP state. And if we're going to have reruns 100 times, PDP will still win the state. Right now, all the senators are PDP, House of Assembly members.
Let's hear from
PDP.
Let's hear from Mr. Usman.
I think my final word here is about the way APC in Taraba State are trying to portray the party. Whether we like it or not, the president-elect is the image of the APC. Internationally, everybody knows that General Buhari is a highly respected person who hates fraud, who hates corruption, and who hates lies. But that is exactly what the APC are doing in Taraba. I would like to use this opportunity to appeal to His Excellency General Buhari to rise to the occasion and call the APC in Taraba State to order.
All right, thank you. Let's hear from you, Alhaji Ardo. In closing,
you see,
please.
first of all, sorry,
Alhaji, you only have 1 minute.
Emphatically here that the PDP has been responsible for all this crisis. And the PDP, if you look at it from their own the election, from the primary election up to the moment that we're talking about, the PDP themselves, they are in crisis, they are the one causing this trouble. And in all those areas that we're talking about, it's the PDP that causes problem. If you look at Ukari, you look at Donga, everywhere, it's the PDP members that are causing this trouble. Because we have never tampered with any result, they are the one tampered with results.
So what do you
look at
expect
Ukari now,
April
they are the one that
25th?
who could... What we expect is the right thing should be done, and INEC should live up to expectation, and the security should refrain themselves from participating in election and aiding PDP to snatch our results. Because when we have credible results, with credible elections, we don't have crisis with them. We have been campaigning across the 16 local government areas. We have never had issues with anybody. The PDP has had issues across the state.
Okay, Alhaji Hassan, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
You're welcome.
And I'd like to also thank the two commissioners who are with us in the studio in Lagos, the Commissioner for Information, Mr. Emmanuel Bello, and the Commissioner for Economic Planning, Mr. Rebo Usman. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We wish you luck on the 25th. We wish you all luck on the 25th of April.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sunrise will return shortly.